Welcome to a new vlog, everybody. How are we doing? I'm just after having my lunch. I had some pasta, some beef and prosciutto tortellini with some creamy carbonara sauce from Dunne's. Really good, very nice. I enjoy it. And I just brewed myself some coffee. Slot life chose me. It's 1:20, so I'm about to get ready for work, but I took off my coleslaw patch today and I ate my lunch without it, but it's still kind of sore, so I think I'm going to put another one on and see how we get on for the day. It's almost 2 p.m, so I am just setting up my computer for work. I am cold, so I grabbed my little cardigan I made. I do think if I was making it again, I would not add this hood. I don't know why, there's just something about it that I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm on my first break. I just came up from downstairs. I brought my coffee mug down and oh my god, I'm freezing. I think I'll change out of this cardigan and put on my snooty. I think I'll put on the thick one. I am just finished my lunch. I have 2 minutes left on my lunch break. The heating is on. Eiley is on her radiator bed. I'm still on air. I have had no update from Vodafone so far. I think if by the end of the week I still haven't had an update, I'll just contact them again and find out what's going on. It's almost midnight. I spent my evening using my Locklick crafter. So I made a little cake topper. My brother's birthday is on Wednesday, so I wanted to make a cake topper and put it on his cake because I wanted to try and see could I make one. It's not 100% quite where I wanted it to be. I wanted to use some coloured paper and the coloured paper was too thin. It kept snagging in the machine. So I used black and white paper with some gold cardstock. I was having a look online to see did they have an update on the error that was happening when I was trying to cut paper. And turns out they actually redesigned the cut and print feature. So it's actually correct. I calibrated the cutter and then tested it out and it worked perfectly. Hello everybody, it is 1:45. So I'm just getting ready for work. I made myself some coffee. I decided to foam up my milk in my little metal jug. What's been happening is I've been foaming up the milk in the mug and then brewing coffee on top, which is fine. It's called a reverso. But the problem is that when I foam up the milk, it foams up so much that there's not enough space for the coffee and it ends up like hitting the top of the coffee maker and almost overflowing, but not quite overflowing. Tomorrow is my brother's birthday, so last night after work I made this. It just says happy birthday Jared, and I'm going to put 2 kebab skewers, like bamboo kebab skewers on the back so you can stick it into the top of the cake. I'm just setting up my workstation. I'm going to buy some paper. So I was making this topper for the cake last night, and when I was using some blue cardstock, so I was using a light blue and a dark blue that I have in my folder, but the problem is they're too light. The paper is too light, so I was looking at the glitter card that I have. It's 250 GSM, so I'll buy some of that, and I'll also buy, I need to get glitter paper because I only have gold and pink, so I want to get a selection of glitter paper colours, and I also want to get, just like I said, regular paper but like coloured. I'm on my break. I have like a minute and a half left. I decided to put on my big warm cardigan. It smells like coffee after spilling coffee on it last week, but I'm cold so I don't mind. Hello everybody, I have 4.5 minutes left on my lunch. I need to wash my hands. They smell like pancakes because it's Pancake Tuesday and I had pancakes for dinner. I'm not a lover of pancakes, but these ones were actually quite nice today. Hello and happy Valentine's Day. I am just getting ready for work. It's 1:45. I had my lunch. I had some Farmer's Choice Avonmore vegetable soup with some bread. It was really good. And then I was just getting my brother's birthday present ready. I can't find the little tripod that I was using recently, and I've no idea where I left it. I put it down somewhere. It could be under that pile of clothes maybe. Like I have a pile of stuff here on my glass table, but I moved that the other day and it wasn't there, so no, I don't know where it is. I did some crochet last night, so I crocheted my temperature blanket for last year and I'm up as far as the end of May, so I should be starting June today. I am on my first break and I'm cold, so I put on my snooty, which I just noticed is a little bit ripped here. Trying to decide as well what I'm going to have for my dinner today has been really difficult because I have no fish or anything in the freezer. So it being Ash Wednesday and you know, I can't eat meat. So I've like chicken burgers and things like that in the freezer. Can't have any of them. So my father said, oh, we've got some pasta in the press downstairs. You got it recently. They got it for me. Do you want me to cook that? And I was like, yes, cheesy pasta. I'm still on air. I went on to Vodafone.ie just to check is there any update. And instead of submitted, my order now says cancelled. So I got onto their chat and they told me, oh yeah, the order's been cancelled because we weren't able to transfer your number. Now mind you, nobody contacted me to tell me this. And that if I want to activate the, if I want to place the order again, I can, but I have to return the phone. So I'm waiting for a supervisor to contact me back, but I've also gotten on to Comreg, who said once the supervisor contacts me, if they can't resolve it, just get the complaint number and the supervisor's name and send it to them and they will do an investigation. But like right now I'm sitting here with a phone that I've paid for, but I also have to have a contract because that's the way that works. They kept saying that Air weren't releasing a number, but now they've just cancelled the order altogether without contacting me. That's the worst part of it. If they contacted me and were like, look, we need to cancel the order and replace it, I'd be like, okay, well, that's ridiculous, but why? So hopefully they can just, they have all the details of the phone, they have all the details of the SIM card they sent me. Hopefully they can just activate them and leave it at that. I was told that a supervisor would call me by 6 o'clock. It's now 24 minutes past 6 and they haven't called me. So, yeah. Okay. Now I wait. I'm on my final break. I went down and gave my brother his birthday present. He really liked the t-shirt. And I also got him a voucher for PlayStation. Love is Blind came back today. And my friend said to skip the first about 2.5-3 minutes because the like series overview they do gives away some of the couples. And she said it's really annoying. So I will skip forward and watch it. It's 10:30. I'm like half an hour into Love is Blind, just under half an hour, like 25 minutes into it. My last vlog is exporting and I'm about to have some cockamillish. Hi everybody, it's Thursday. I had my lunch and I burnt my tongue. So for my lunch I had some noodles, my Peking duck noodles. Absolutely love them. But I also had half, not even half, probably quarter of a thing of soup left over since yesterday. So I heated the soup, but it was too hot and I burnt my tongue. Got some post today. I got this coffee warmer. It's a mug warmer. You put the mug down on it and it heats it up. Well, it basically keeps it from going cold. It doesn't really heat it up as much. I also got garbage disposal cleaning pods. So I gave them to my mother and we used 2 of them in the garbage disposal and it definitely helped clean it. And then I got this vacuum packed. It's 5 meters by 90 centimeters of lightweight fusible interfacing. I want to make a quilt. I have this idea in my head of making a quilt out of some old t-shirts I have. I'm gonna open this mug warmer now. So here it is. It just plugs in and then it has this cover on it. So this is a rubber thing that you put on it and it just protects this part because this part gets very hot when it's plugged in. So it can go up I think to 80 degrees Celsius and you just leave your mug on top of it and it keeps the mug warm so that the coffee doesn't go cold, because there's a difference between iced coffee and cold coffee. They taste totally different and iced coffee is delicious and cold coffee is difficult to drink. I just threw this box in the ground like 10 seconds ago and she's already ripping it to shreds. Oily, I just hoovered. Well, her bird just hoovered. Eiley has now made herself at home in the box. Cats and boxes. So I have turned it on. I took off the silicone cover and I left my mug on it. Now it's set at 70 degrees. So over here is the heater. So it's turned off now, but you press it once for 55, for 70 and for 80 and then off. So I'm gonna leave it at 70. Nice in the middle. You can also set the timer, so if we go all, we can go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or 12. I'm on my first break from work and I gotta say, I wish I bought one of these mug warmers sooner because oh my god, I love it. Even if I just left it here and wasn't drinking the liquid and just had like water in it, it's so warm. Now what I did is I put it up to 70 to begin with and that was a bit hot, so I put it back down to 55 and it's perfect. I just grabbed a pile of old t-shirts. Some of them need to be washed and stuffed before I do anything with them. Like this Red Cross one from 2008. That one definitely needs to be washed. And that Red Cross one from 2009. They've been in storage for over a decade. This students one from 2009. This one from 2009. So some of these are very nice. You have my summer camp, Michael D. Higgins for president, some Labour ones, Pez, this one is for Franz Timmermans. So yeah, I have nice ones. I have other ones inside in the attic, but this is my idea, that I would cut them into these squares. Some of them are double-sided, like the two Red Cross ones are double-sided, so I can use both sides of them. So this is my idea, that I would cut out these squares, put this fusible interfacing, iron it on, and then attach these squares to one another. I just have a couple of minutes left on my lunch. I spilled curry sauce on my t-shirt, so I just took it off because I sat down at my desk for a minute and I could just smell curry. I found my tripod. Look, here it is. It was in behind my monitor, so I must have had it here, and then I had my Nintendo Switch on top of it blocking it. So I'll put it back and then I'll probably forget where I left it again. I'm exhausted from dealing with Vodafone. So they never rang me back. The supervisor never rang me back. So I got on to their chat and a person came on, they said they were a shift line manager. And I was dealing with someone and I like explained the situation, and then the chat just stopped and suddenly this person, when they were like, I'm the shift manager or whatever, refused to give me a case number for my complaint that I logged yesterday. Just point blank refused. She was like, no, can't give that on the chat. It's like, okay, then call me. I can't call you. I have a right to get that information about my account. That's the law. And they were like, that's not Vodafone law. They said it's not Vodafone law to give me the account information that I'm entitled to. Then I rang their customer service line and got a guy, and he was so rude. He was fine. Kept kind of cutting me off at the beginning. And then I explained the situation. He was like, okay, I'm going to put you on hold. So he asked me for my phone number. He was like, this is the phone number, isn't it? And I said, yeah. And then he asked me for my order number, and I said, yeah. Then he went off, put me on hold for like 5 minutes, came back and said, you're gonna have to return the phone. By the way, I need to verify your account. And I was like, oh no. You've gone through information and gone through sensitive information with me. If you broke DPA, that isn't my fault. So I asked him for his name and I said, get me a supervisor and I'll confirm everything with the supervisor. And he refused to do that. So I was like, give me your name. And he's like, I'll give you my name when you confirm your information. And I was like, look boy, I worked in call centres for the past 12 years. If I ask you for your name, you have to give it to me. I'm not being ignorant or rude about this. Just give me your name. He's like, I'll give you my name when you confirm your information. I said, I'm not confirming my information until you give me your name. So then he was like, I'm not giving you my name until you confirm your information. It's like, stop trying to manipulate the call just because you know how call centres work. I've never heard somebody say something like that. So I was like, just give me your name, please. So he gave it to me. And then I said, okay, thank you. And I hung up. And I called back and I got a wonderful person named Elena. She was 10 out of 10. Even if she's not able to resolve the issue, she was so understanding and sympathetic. So she got onto the IT team and then came back and was like, look, they're saying you do have to return the phone, but I'm going to get onto a supervisor and ask him to call you back. It could be tomorrow, it could be Monday. It is just gone midnight. I washed my face and I found a night cream in one of my boxes that's in my drawers. But for now, as this shadow comes over my face, it's time to end this vlog. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, maybe share it, subscribe if you want to see more of my face, and follow my Vodafone saga. And if you want to follow me on any of my socials, my details are in the doobly-doo down below. They're also at the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and TTFN.